Hey everybody, welcome to Harmon Garage. I'm Aaron, and as you may have seen on the thumbnail and in the title, this is bonus content. Not typical video of mine. It's not a project. It's just, I got something new I've wanted for a long time. I'm really excited about it, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So, as you might be able to tell, I'm a little sweaty today. It's quite the warm one, but I'm not a wussy, I guess. I just keep on working right through it and drinking a lot of water. But I'm working on the old gray OBS. It's been sitting over there in the weeds probably since I made the video on it. Waiting on some parts. Parts finally came in. I got the videos out that I wanted to get out this week, so I'm taking today, which is Friday, to finish up the finishing touches on this one so it can go home. And if you guys are the type that pay really close attention when you watch a video and kind of see what's sitting around the shop in the background and stuff like that, then you may have noticed that there is a 67 to 72 door here with no door frame on it, and it's been sitting there for a couple months now. If you know anything about the 67 to 72 models, you're thinking, hey, it don't have a door frame on it, that must mean it's off of a Blazer. Which, if that's what you were thinking, you'd be right. And I have wanted one of these for 25 years, probably. Maybe only 24, but we'll say 25. And I found something that I'm gonna show you guys. It's right behind you over here. And it was buried in the woods, and it was really hard to get to. And it took us 2 months to get it out and get it brought over here to my shop. And it's going to be a lot of work, and I think it's going to be an awesome project when we have time to get to it. But I'm super excited. I'm going to turn the camera around, show you guys what it is. You're probably going to go, what in the heck are you thinking? What a piece of junk. But hey, I know how to work on them. It's my piece of junk, so here we go. Oh wait, you guys have been asking me about what I'm going to do for a bed on Shorty. Well, I acquired another truck that has a good short bed on it. So here's the bed for Shorty. And as far as the rest of the truck goes, my nephew just got his my youngest nephew just got his driver's license, and he wants Unc to build him a square body truck, just like my older nephew did when he got his driver's license, and that was RJ. And if you've been with the channel for a while, you know that story. And RJ is my daily driver now, because once I build them and they go to family, if family doesn't want them anymore, I buy them back from family and keep them because I like having them around. So he is going to welding school to get certified in welding. And when he gets done with high school and his welding school and gets certified, he wants to be a mobile welder. So he wants a square body with a flatbed on it that he can mount a welder on and go do mobile welding. So what better deal than a truck that I needed for the bed? I've got the rest of it left over. Rather than just parting it out and taking another square body off the road, we're gonna build a flatbed for it and clean it all up, maybe give it a little dust of paint, all that stuff, and get him hooked up with his first car, truck, square body, whatever. But it's been sitting since about 2004. It's missing a couple key components, like where you put your butt, and it may have been washed once or something, I don't know. Needs a bumper, but I got a plan for that. and it's got a 6.2 diesel in it. And if you guys been watching the channel for a while and actually listened to me blabber, you know I'm a big fan of the 6.2 diesel, and my nephew thinks it's cool because it's a diesel truck, so he wants me to leave the diesel in there. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take the bed off. It's gonna get severely cleaned, a little bit of body work done to it. It'll get painted, it'll get trimmed, it'll get matched to Shorty over there. You'll never even know it wasn't the bed that came with that truck. And then we're gonna clean up the rest of this and get it going. But that was just a little procrastination excitement builder for what's going on over here, which is right behind you guys. And I'm not gonna do that to you again, or will I? No, I'm gonna show you what it is. What I've been looking for 25-ish years that I finally got my hands on. Like I said, needs a bunch of work, but 1970 K5 Blazer. Full removable top. Top is, it was laying there in the woods, but it was in about 4 or 5 pieces, so I didn't even bother grabbing it. So this just may be a full convertible, always convertible type ordeal. And no motor, no trans, no rear end, no interior, no steering column. It's got a 67, 68 front end on it, which is fine. I'm gonna leave that there because everything kind of solid and goes together. It does have a trans. It's a 4-speed, and it's got the transfer case because it was a manual, or a 4x4. There's the front axle. I'm not gonna give away too much of what my plans are for this because I don't want to ruin it when I start working on it and show you guys what I'm doing. But I can tell you it's not gonna be 4x4 anymore. And yeah, probably be full convertible all the time. If anybody needs some like antique mason jars or rusted out soup cans, send me a message. I got you covered. Just pay shipping, I'll send it to you. This is the hood that was on it. As you can see, it's got the Chevrolet, half of the Chevrolet script, which makes it 67, 68. No gauge cluster, no radio, no glove box behind the door. I do have the hump, the tunnel, and this door is on there. It's decent. There's some rust down here in the quarter. The rocker's shot, which I know a guy, so really not that big a deal to me because I don't have $60,000 to go buy a driver that's not, you know, just a driver of one of these. So this is what I have to work with, and I'm gonna make it cool and I'm gonna make it how I want it. So this rocker's gone, but the doors are in easily fixable shape. The front fenders are in easily fixable shape. And just to spoil some of what's going on, I've also acquired a 68 short bed parts truck that is not good for anything but parts. That'll help me out with some of the stuff. I mean, I'm gonna start talking to some companies and see if anybody wants to work with me on anything. If not, I'll just have to keep doing it like I do it, and when I get to a point where I can do stuff, I'll get something. But I need floor pans, I need rockers. If I can get some help, I can probably get on it and get it done a lot quicker. If I can't get any help, it'll probably take me a couple years, but I've got big plans for it. I love to work on it, but I've got the other big projects going on. I still got the burnout truck sitting in there that needs to be worked on and built and money spent on it. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I mentioned this in a video before or not, but this is kind of my, hey, look what's new that Aaron got that he can afford to work on and doesn't really have room for day. So you guys might have seen this if you follow my social media. You saw a reel on it. If you may have seen it in the background of the videos, and I may have showed it to you guys in the videos. I do not remember. But this is a rare, extremely rare optioned, oh sorry, extremely rare optioned 73 Cheyenne short bed, 2-wheel drive. And I'm not going to give away all its secrets, but once we get around to doing something with this one, I'll tell the whole story about it and what we're going to do with it too. Now, the motor that's in this is not the original motor. It's a motor that I've been hunting for quite some time, and they're really hard to come by. Now I got one. That's a big part of the reason I acquired this truck. And we've got another project that's going to be my 2024 show truck that's going to be here soon. And the motor that's in that is going to go in that. And there's some other cool stuff that I've got that I'm not going to show you yet until we get that here and start working on it. But yeah, 1, 2, well, I guess 2 that are mine and another one have showed up here in the last not too long, and I've got 2 more coming. And then this is really cool too, and I definitely have to make a video on this, but this isn't mine. This is a good friend of mine's. It got pulled out of the same, well, it was actually in a shed, but you had to cut through the woods to get to the shed, but was at the same property as the Blazer and the diesel truck. And this has belonged to my friend for at least 40 years. Not gonna take the cover off of it because you may hear the thunder in the background. It's about to start pouring rain, and I don't want to have to try to rush to put it back on. But that's a 64 Chevy Impala convertible SS, and it's 100% complete. Every part that's not on it is in the trunk, and it's been sitting for, I think he said like 30 years in that shed. Hasn't moved. We drug it out yesterday and I trailered it over here today, and that's the first time it's seen sunlight in 35 years. So I told him I'd get it running for him, hopefully make it drive. We'll probably have to go through all the brakes, get it running. He wants to be able to drive it again, and then once he can drive it, he can kind of park it and clean it up and fix it up like he wants to. But he wants it to be able to run and be movable and drivable, and I told him I'd help him out with all that stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. 64 Impala SS will be on the channel soon. Really cool car. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to get on here and I guess kind of show you guys what we got going on. I mean, I guess I could, this is a buddy's truck. He bought it. We just, the reason it's sitting out here on jack stands, he took the wheels that had the flat tires on them and got 4 tires that hold air and brought them back and put them on. I just haven't taken it off the jack stands yet, but somebody started putting a motor in it, never finished. He bought it, I got it. Now I get to finish somebody else's work. And yeah, don't know if I'll do that on the channel or on my own time. I don't know. Don't know if I showed you guys this yet or not, but this belongs to me. I've had it sitting back here for a while. 1948 Chevy 3100. Still has the original. It's not in much better shape than the Blazer. It's actually probably in worse shape than the Blazer. But once again, I know a guy And I've got big plans for this too. Don't worry about the bed being cut down. It's not gonna have a bed on it. But yeah, so that's a cool project I'm really looking forward to. And I'll show you a little bit more of that project. It's gonna kind of be a spoiler, but it's okay. It's still gonna be cool to show everybody. But I've got a 76 C10 chassis sitting over here, and I'm not going to tell you what all I'm going to do to it, but that 48 Chevy cab and front clip are going to end up on that 76 Chevy chassis. And we got ideas down the road. That's actually going to end up being Pops' truck, my dad's truck, and he's excited about that. And because of his excitement, I want to try to get some work done on it as soon as I can. So I've got a whole lot of stuff to do, tons of projects. We definitely aren't running out of YouTube content anytime soon. I need to get this channel to grow, so it kind of starts, YouTube kind of starts paying for itself, so I can start working on some of the stuff we want to work on and do some really cool projects and all that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not doing cool projects. I like the stuff that I'm doing, but I want to do a couple of my own the way I want to do them, because I think that'll really blow some people away to open up the mind to the Harmon garage. So, all right, well, Waldo will be back on the tube very soon. Shorty sitting over here enjoying the weather, cooling off because it's about to rain. We'll be back on the channel very soon. The snake in here, this place is a mess. I really got to get cleaned up. I've been busting my butt. Snake is in here. If you saw the last video, you know the LS motor and the 6L80 trans is sitting in it. If you didn't see the last video and don't know that, you should probably go watch it. And then I got some work I want to do on the burnout truck too. The burnout truck wasn't supposed to have a bed, but I changed my mind. And I had this short bed. It was out there on that truck that became the bare frame. And so it's gonna stay on here. And RJ needs a transmission. So that's gonna get done real soon too, considering that's my daily driver. And Pennywise still needs to go under the knife and get cleaned up and fixed up and redone. So, all right, well, you guys are probably bored to death listening to me blabber about everything. I've showed you everything I got going on here, everything I got upcoming, except for one other project that's gonna be wandering over here, hopefully soon. But that's gonna do it. So thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment. I'm not gonna do the t-shirt giveaway on this because it's bonus content. I'm just gonna do it on the regular weekly videos. But leave me a comment anyways, please. Hit the like button. Tell me what you think about what I got going on, what's coming up, what you want to see, all that kind of stuff. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. So y'all have a good one. See you next time.